Hello, this is Jim Copple with the Legacy Project. I just returned from a 10-day vacation in Greece, where I was on a sailboat most of the time in islands just south of Athens. It was a great trip. I had a great crew. We had a great time, but we had a lot of wind and a lot of rolling seas. I won't pretend in this short vlog to exegete the phrase kindness of strangers, but in case you are dying to know, it comes from a Tennessee Williams play, A Streetcar Named Desire. While sailing in those southern Greek islands, I found myself in the water, literally, in 30-knot winds and 4 to 5 feet rolling seas. My boat had slipped anchor and was heading for a stone pier in a small Greek village on the Peloponnesian Peninsula. I was ashore, so I jumped into a dinghy to try to get the boat before it crashed on the pier. In that process, I was washed overboard trying to board the boat. I fell into the tempest of this harbor. Eventually, a life ring was tossed to me, and then a group of Greek citizens from the village of Aramoni eventually plucked me out of the water. Suddenly, about 50 people stood around me offering assistance with offers of kindness to a stranger about whom they knew nothing. 6 strong men lifted me over the seawall. They seated me in a chair provided by a local taverna and gave me a bottle of cold water. They wrapped a small towel around my shoulder. A young woman, wearing a brown sundress and sporting a large pair of glasses, leaned into me and said in clear English, "Can I get you a towel?" "Yes," I said. Within minutes, she came back to my chair and handed me a towel and asked if I needed anything else. I offered to pay her. How, I was not sure, since during that whole process, my shorts were literally ripped off of me, and in my shorts were my cell phone and my wallet. She said and looked at me in sincere eyes, "Of course not. You don't have to pay me." A waiter from another taverna stood at my side, pushing people away, and finally walked me to his establishment and gave me a Coke and a protein bar and told me to sit and rest. Clothes were provided, offers of assistance to get me back to my boat, and a gentle reminder from a fellow Greek skipper, "You are a strong man, but you are more important than a boat. Take care of yourself." Eventually, they got me and my crew back on the boat. In that crisis that nearly cost me my life, I realized I was not alone in my survival or recovery. Rather, there were 50 strangers wanting to help. There was my crew who were willing to offer help, and throughout the rest of the day were asking me if I needed anything. None of the crew nor the people that were watching on the pier wisely chose to dive in the water and offer assistance. Much too dangerous, but rather worked to see that I survived with small gestures and acts of kindness that leave me thinking today. The hope and enduring legacy of humanity is the willingness to be kind when there is no reward nor spotlight on the gesture of kindness. Whoever you are and wherever you are today in Greece, in that small port town, thank you for your compassion and grace. You are what pulls me into the future. You are the kindness of strangers, and it was the kindness of strangers that contributed to saving my life. This is Jim Copple with the Legacy Project.